Hi there, welcome back to another video. In our last week video, we spoke about the victim wife mentality, and we spoke about why we should not acquire a victim wife mentality. In that video, we got new subscribers, and I just want to take out this time to appreciate you. I believe that the video blessed you, and that's why you clicked on the subscribe button. So I'm urging you today, if you are finding this channel for the first time, just stay tuned, watch this video to the end, and you are definitely going to find a reason to click on your subscribe button. So we are drawing the curtains on the year 2024, and we are moving into 2025. And on this channel, we all know that we discuss marriage God's way. So today I want us to look at 5 things that we can do to make our marriages better in the year 2025. I am going to be putting them in practice, and I hope that if you're watching this video, you intend to enjoy your marriage more in the year 2025. So let's get into it. First one is, I am going to continue to learn and unlearn, and I am urging you to decide that you're going to learn and unlearn. So learning means you're going to first of all accept that you don't know, because one of the things with learning is that if you do not accept that you don't know, you can never learn. So first of all, let's accept that we do not know, and then we strive to get knowledge and to learn about things that have to do with marriage, about things that have to do with our partners. And then on the other hand, we are also going to unlearn. There are things that we have learned growing up naturally in our families, in our communities, just among the people that we've seen. Those are the things, some of the things are negative, but now they are imprinted in us, and it's just like our normal. It's like the norm to us. But I'm going to have you know that some of those things you have to willingly, you have to decide and put in the effort to unlearn them, to throw them away and pick up the opposite or the good habit that would substitute those bad habits or bad lessons that you have picked from your surroundings in the past. So yes, the first thing we are going to do in 2025 to make our marriages better and to make it work is that we are going to learn and unlearn. We are going to agree that we do not know it all, and we are going to be willing to find those who know and to acquire knowledge from them, and of course from the Holy Spirit as well. The next thing I would urge you to do in 2025 to make your marriage sweeter, to spice it up, is to do the things that you feel that are awkward until they become natural to you. So there are some things that you do that will spice up your marriage. For example, there are couples who would never say I love you to each other. Never. They will not say it. I learned this lesson from a preacher. He was talking about how people think that love happens. It's something that you actually build up on. You do it until it becomes the norm in your family, until you feel comfortable with it. And one of the explanations he gave was that people grow up in environments, which I actually agree with, and I think it's very true. When you grow up in an environment where you don't see certain things, they become so foreign to you, and that it now feels almost awkward for you to do it. For example, in the home where I grew up, I never heard my parents saying I love you to each other. So saying I love you to my partner, to my fiancé, to my boyfriend then, to my husband now, it became a little bit awkward. But because he kept on saying it and he kept on doing it, it now became normal for me, and I just accepted it and I started reciprocating. So as a wife in 2025, begin to do those things that feel awkward. Begin to learn. Like I said earlier, we need to unlearn. So some of the things that we learn in our natural habitat or natural environments where we grow up is, husband and wife, they don't say I love you to each other. They just live. They just struggle to pay bills. They are just constantly shouting at it. There's no emotion. There's no verbal delivery of emotions. There's no physical delivery of emotions. So when you get into your own home, you import those behaviors and you want to have them run in your own home. So the first point says that we should learn and unlearn. After learning and unlearning, we need to now start applying the things that we have learned. So say I love you, give gifts no matter how small, just be there for your partner. Just do the things that you feel awkward doing, the things that don't come naturally to you, but that you know these are good things that you can do to help build your marriage. The next thing I would have you do in the year 2025 to make your marriage better is to go on dates. And dates don't have to be expensive. Yes, I know the more expensive the better, the more luxurious the better. If you can take a plane and go somewhere, it's going to be nicer, it's going to be maybe more fun, it's going to be maybe more relaxing. But until then, if you are at the point where you cannot be catching flights to go on dates, or you cannot travel, maybe you're at the point where your kids are small, maybe financially your family is not yet stable, whatever might be the reason why you cannot go for very expensive dates, should not be reason enough for you to not go on dates at all with your partner. So in the year 2025, schedule dates with your partner. Talk about it with your husband. Say, okay, this month we're going to have maybe 2 dates. We're going to prioritize the first Saturday of every month. We're going to prioritize the last Sunday of every month, no matter what is happening. Because one of the things I told you guys, that I'm in a coaching program currently, a parenting coaching program. One of the things I learned recently is that for your parenting to be beautiful, your marriage first has to be beautiful. So somehow you have to prioritize your marriage, and by prioritizing your marriage, you prioritize your partner and yourself. So prioritizing dates would improve how you parent, because even on dates you get to talk about some important things. Of course, you can choose a date where you're not doing anything, you're not talking about anything serious. It's just light-hearted discussions, just fun, just food, just drinks, just relaxation. That will benefit your family and your marriage in the year 2025 a lot. One of the reasons why a lot of homes they break down is because the parents are busy with every other thing, with the children, with their work, with finances, with paying bills, and they do not think about their emotional connection. They don't think about themselves, their relation. What actually started the home is the union between this man and this woman. So when that union is forgotten, every other thing will collapse eventually. It's only a matter of time. So in 2025, prioritize dates. Affirm your partner. Check in on your partner. Ask them how they are faring. Ask them how they feel about different situations and circumstances that are happening within your family. Ask them about their job. Just check in with your partner. Check in with your partner, because sometimes a lot of things can be happening in the family, with job, with just the entire surrounding, the society as a whole, and you forget to know that this person is a human being, and I need to check in on how they are feeling, how they are faring. This thing that I said, how did you feel about it? Did it make you sad? I'm sorry. Check in and affirm your partner. Affirm, when I say affirm your partner, I'm referring to you saying things to them that bless them. For example, if your partner does something, appreciate what they've done and commend them and say, oh, this thing that you did was so amazing, you are smart. Use positive words of affirmation on your partner. When they do good, appreciate them. Even when they do wrong, there is a way that you can talk about it without being insulting and without downgrading their efforts. So please, in the year 2025, affirm your partner so that your marriage can be sweeter. So the last thing I'm going to have us do, which I think these 5 points are not exhaustive of everything you should do to make your marriage better, but this is where I would say that subscribe to this channel, subscribe and continue to follow us on the Godly Wife Diaries, because every week we drop videos that will cover different aspects of marriage. So subscribe to this channel. We cannot cover everything in one video, but if you get to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bells, you would definitely be met with a video that would answer a very important question that you have at one point or the other in your marriage. The last point I'm going to say, which is very, very important, I think is one of the most important, is that you should check in on yourself from time to time in your marriage. So a lot of times people would consider giving to their partner. So wives especially, they'll give to their children, give to their partners, but they will not give to themselves. They'll not consider themselves. So I would say that as a woman, as a godly wife, check in on yourself. How are you doing? Who are you in your marriage? Are you losing yourself? Who are you becoming? Who are you growing into? Constantly check in on yourself. As you check in on your children, as you check in on your husband, as you check in on every other person that is associated to your home and family, do well to check in on yourself, because if you break down, there's really no replacement for you in your home. So check in on yourself, give yourself some credits, and then correct yourself where and when necessary. And this still takes us back to learning, and all of these points are kind of intertwined, because for you to be able to correct yourself where and when necessary, you have to learn and unlearn, and you have to be willing to say that, okay, at this point, this is what I did wrong, this is what I did right, this is what I should take credit for, and this is what I should take responsibility for in my marriage. Here are the 5 points I had to share with you all today. I hope you have an amazing Christmas and a beautiful new year. I pray that in the year 2025, only blessings will come into your home and your family, and that your marriage is going to blossom. Thank you for watching this video. See you guys on the next one. Bye.